This is the story of a woman who found out what was holding her back and created a new path to get what she wanted and got it. I'm sharing with you what I've gone through because perhaps you have gone through some of these things too, and maybe there is something to be learned and shared here. My goal with this book is to help anyone get what they want in life, especially those who think getting what they want is impossible. I know what that feels like. I was once there too, and I'm here to say it's possible. You are possible. I'd love for you to join me. Yours, Julie. Introduction. Supposed to means crap. Hey, hun, said my husband through the phone in a maddening chipper voice as he was walking into an important meeting with the director. When were you going to tell me about the credit card? I sat at the dining room table, frozen. I had just one frantic thought over and over. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? My husband had just found out that I had been hiding $30,000 worth of credit card debt from him. And by just find out, I mean literally 5 minutes before this call. I had to pull myself together and deal with this somehow. But what I really wanted to do was hang up the damn phone, grab some Pirates booty, and watch an entire season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills while letting my denial and delusion freak flags fly with reckless abandon. Instead, I sat at my dining room table desperately sorting through my thoughts, trying to find my escape hatch. I'd been hiding for 2 years about amassing $30,000 in credit card debt. I justified it by believing it would all be okay. I'd even prepared responses. All of them escaped my memory now. I guess now's not the time to tell you that we have more than enough airline points to finally take that trip to Hawaii we've been talking about. Ding, ding, ding. This liar's got a solution. Too soon? Unfortunately, no. I could hear the anger and hurt in his voice as he saw through my desire to deflect the conversation. You see, it wasn't supposed to be this way. I was supposed to land a big PR campaign or start doubling down on my content creation that would bring in the big bucks. He was supposed to land a new role in a movie or TV show. I was supposed to win the lottery and get that thing paid off before he knew about it and everything would be fine. Supposed to means crap. I do know this. When the spending started 2 years earlier, I had recently moved to Los Angeles. I didn't have many friends. Throw in the fact that I had a newborn baby boy in tow with no support system and a new husband who was across the country working. No one told me that the road to finding myself again was going to be a winding, complex one. No one said that after becoming a mother, part of me would die, peacefully and quietly. I didn't know I would miss the part of me that was carefree, independent, and a bit of a wild child. No one told me that through navigating the greatest love I've ever known and learning every day how to nurture life, I might feel my own self slip through the cracks, a little at a time. No one told me that while stepping into this role called motherhood, it was okay to mourn who I'd been before. I didn't know what it meant to be a good mother. In some, I didn't have the tools to handle what was happening. So spending became a way of coping and feeling connected to something greater than myself. However, I remember being bombarded with the not-so-subtle messages from social media, telling me what it meant to be the perfect mother. I internalized these messages and knew I had to look the part. I wanted to be fit, have the right clothes, know the right people, and keep up with all the Kardashians. To do that cost a lot of money, $30,000 in fact. And before I knew it, I was filling the emptiness inside myself with stuff from outside myself. It hit my pleasure center and made me feel good, temporarily. If you are low, whether you are postpartum, lonely, or sad, especially if you feel like you don't belong or have a purpose that is your own, you're not getting that oxytocin hit every day. So, guess what's going to feel really good? A package in the mail and some really nice lip gloss. I also loved the community and socialization around shopping. I loved going into a store and having a connection with other women. I finally felt seen and heard from someone other than a baby. And I felt good about myself making a purchase. And all those little interactions and daily hits added up to a big pile of debt. For 2 years, I swore that I had it all under control. And by having it under control, I mean I buried my head in the sand, rationalizing and justifying my behavior by thinking it would all work itself out. Was I insane? You know how a self-righteous woman dies? She climbs to the top of her ego and jumps off. I really needed to be right, but self-righteousness would not be my